Majo John Madden in Asheville, where I am right now, from between 2004 and 2020, I was called Majo. And so I'm using that name more that I'm back here now. But Juanito is my name in Mexico, and I'm using that because I'm missing Mexico terribly 5 months out. I desperately need to go back there. So I'm telling stories from Mexico, especially my favorite spot in Mexico was El Diamante, the Diamond, a 400-person pueblo where I was broken down for an entire summer because the kid who was trying to fix my car really did not know what he was doing. After a couple of expensive repairs, not anywhere near as much as they would have been in the U.S., he said, well, we got to put in a new engine. And I watched them, him and his helper, looking at YouTube videos about how to install a new engine. So I was there for 3 whole months and got embedded with the O'Reilly family who ran a restaurant there. And I just told a bunch of stories about Maritza, one of the servers, and Sarita, the other server. I'm going to tell a couple of stories about Don Miguel, the grandfather, who my age, 75 at the time, or 77 I guess, was really retired. His wife O'Reilly was running the restaurant. His son, Miguel, was running the hotel. And Don Miguel, very charming, a little macho still in his generation, but really quite charming. And I tell elsewhere the story of how he tried to set me up with Maritza, the server, my first day there, saying you live out your life with Maritza, don't go to Cozumel. So he and I did really well. Our parting of the ways came over dogs, which street dogs in Mexico all get to run free, which is great, but mostly get ignored. And in that little pueblo, there were 3 street dogs, all of whom had been adopted by some family. Mufasa would hang out at the restaurant, little corgi. And Jason, from across the street, would live with Erica, the sister-in-law who ran a grocery store. And Easy, or Facile, usually they don't have names. The first 2 already had names. I gave Easy her name, Facile, because she came after me, which street dogs don't. But she was the one who decided that she wanted to be friends with me. So I got tight with all 3 of those dogs. And they would all hang out with me in the restaurant. They just wanted to be with me. They'd sleep under my van, and we'd go for long walks in the morning. Beautiful pastoral countryside there. But Don Miguel did not like dogs. The only dog he liked was his own dog, Negro, because he was black. Black dogs in Mexico tend to be called Negro, pretty uncreatively. And Negro was tied up in the backyard forever because he had bitten somebody, and I'll tell the story about how he bit me. And Negro biting me didn't seem to break the impasse between Don Miguel and I, because they would all take turns running the dogs out of the restaurant periodically, but usually affectionately sweep them out with a broom. He was the one who would do it in a mean way. And these were 3 dogs who adored me, and I adored them. So one day I had it out with him. I yelled at him, "Don't you talk to them that way," all in Spanish. So we had such an impasse with each other, the Don and me, the gringo, that I confided to my brother Dennis, this is a tough one. I don't know how to handle this. We are really right at the edge of almost blows with each other. And Dennis gave me some terribly unhelpful advice. He said, well, it's simple. You have to, and I wasn't even asking for advice. I was just confiding. You have to apologize. They've been good to you. They've been very helpful to you. You have to just apologize, which did not make sense to me at all. What finally broke the ice between Miguel and I was me killing a dog. There was another street dog who turned out to be a killer and was trying to kill our dogs, and clearly was not afraid to attack a human. And I'll tell the story elsewhere of how I actually killed that dog. But Miguel liked that. Don Miguel, he said, yeah, you killed that dog almost with your bare hands, just a tiny little fish filleting knife. You're my man. So we were fine after that. Oh, El Diamante. I love El Diamante. Eventually I'll go back to Mexico, and if life said you can only choose one place and live out your life there, it would be El Diamante with the Israeli family.